The year was 1992. Dawn was breaking over the St. Pius IX convent in Kottayam, Kerala. A sense of normalcy hung in the air, soon to be shattered. A piercing scream cut through the morning calm. Sister Abhaya, a young nun, was found lifeless in the convent's well. Her wide, unseeing eyes stared back from the depths, a haunting image forever seared into the minds of those who witnessed it. Whispers of foul play began to circulate. How could a young woman dedicated to a life of service and prayer meet such a tragic end? The stage was set for one of India's most baffling and protracted murder investigations. The local police were quick to arrive, but their investigation was anything but thorough. A blue bottle found near the well and rumored to belong to Sister Abhaya mysteriously vanished. Witnesses, including other nuns who had heard noises that fateful night, were dismissed as unreliable. The initial verdict, suicide. A convenient conclusion, many argued, that raised more questions than it answered. The family of Sister Abhaya, unconvinced by the shoddy investigation and the hasty conclusion, refused to accept this narrative. They knew in their hearts that their daughter, a devout and cheerful young woman, would never take her own life. Their unwavering pursuit of justice would become the driving force behind the decades-long struggle to uncover the truth. Under mounting public pressure and facing accusations of a cover-up, the local police were forced to relinquish the case. The Central Bureau of Investigation, India's premier investigative agency, took over in 1993. Hope, though faint, flickered anew. Could this be the turning point, the moment when the veil of secrecy would finally be lifted? The CBI, with its reputation for thoroughness and impartiality, began to meticulously piece together the events leading up to Sister Abhaya's death. Their investigation would unearth uncomfortable truths, implicating individuals within the church hierarchy and exposing a web of deceit that extended far beyond the convent walls. The fight for justice had begun in earnest. The CBI investigation revealed a disturbing pattern of negligence and deliberate obfuscation. As the team delved deeper into the case, they uncovered a web of deceit that spanned years and involved multiple parties. It wasn't just a matter of oversight, it was a calculated effort to derail the investigation from the very beginning. Crucial evidence, including Sister Abhaya's diary and the infamous blue bottle, had vanished. These items were not just misplaced, they were systematically removed to ensure that key pieces of the puzzle would never be found. The diary, which could have provided insights into her final days, and the blue bottle, a potential clue, were both critical to the case. Forensic reports were tampered with, and witness testimonies were coerced or manipulated. The integrity of the investigation was compromised at every turn. Witnesses who could have shed light on the events were intimidated, their statements altered under duress. The forensic reports, which should have been impartial and factual, were doctored to fit a narrative that protected the guilty. It became increasingly clear that this was not just a case of a botched investigation, it was a calculated attempt to shield the perpetrators from the long arm of the law. The courtroom battles were intense, with shadowy figures pulling strings behind the scenes. The scales of justice seemed tipped in favor of those with power and influence. The deeper the CBI delved, the more evident it became that powerful forces were at play, determined to bury the truth along with Sister Abhaya. Suppressed files and heated discussions among influential individuals painted a grim picture of corruption and cover-up. The investigators faced mounting frustration as they encountered roadblocks at every turn. The investigation was fraught with challenges, from uncooperative witnesses to political interference. Each step forward was met with resistance, and the team had to navigate a minefield of obstacles. Political figures with their own agendas added layers of complexity to an already convoluted case. Detectives worked tirelessly, often under immense pressure, to piece together the truth. Yet the CBI persisted, driven by the pursuit of justice and the knowledge that a young woman's life and the faith of a community hung in the balance. The investigators worked late into the night, fueled by a sense of duty and determination. The community, united in their quest for justice, gathered in prayer, holding on to hope. The photograph of Sister Abhaya next to a candle served as a poignant reminder of the stakes involved. After 28 long years marked by countless twists and turns, the trial finally began in 2019. The world watched as the details of the case unfolded, revealing a shocking tale of forbidden relationships, betrayal, and cold-blooded murder. The prosecution presented a compelling case, arguing that Father Thomas Couture and Sister Safi, fearful of exposure after Sister Abhaya stumbled upon their illicit affair, had silenced her permanently. The defense, relying on the inconsistencies and contradictions that plagued the investigation from the outset, maintained the innocence of the accused. The courtroom became a battleground of truth and deception, where every piece of evidence, every testimony, was scrutinized and debated. Finally, in December 2020, the verdict was delivered. Father Couture and Sister Safi were found guilty of murder and sentenced to life imprisonment. 28 years in the shadows, a community's long wait. The case of Sister Abhaya, a young nun whose life was tragically cut short, had haunted the people of Kerala for nearly 3 decades. The community's patience and resilience were tested time and again as they sought answers and justice. The guilty verdict sent shockwaves throughout India and beyond. It was a moment of collective catharsis, a release of pent-up emotions that had been building for years. The news spread like wildfire, igniting conversations and debates across the nation. For Sister Abhaya's family, it was a bittersweet victory, a moment they had longed for, but also one that reopened old wounds. The mixed emotions were palpable as they hugged each other outside the courthouse, tears of relief mingling with the pain of their long ordeal. The culmination of a relentless pursuit of justice that had consumed their lives for nearly 3 decades. The legal battle was fraught with challenges, from tampered evidence to witness intimidation, but their determination never wavered. Their unwavering faith in the legal system, despite the numerous setbacks and roadblocks, had finally paid off. The courthouse, once a symbol of their struggles, now stood as a monument to their perseverance and hope. For the people of Kerala, the verdict was a testament to the power of perseverance. It was a victory not just for one family, but for an entire community that had stood united in their quest for justice. The celebrations were a reflection of their collective spirit and determination, and a stark reminder that even the most powerful institutions cannot forever outrun the truth. The judge's gavel, the finality of the verdict, echoed the sentiment that justice, though delayed, was not denied. The case of Sister Abhaya became a symbol of hope, a beacon for countless others fighting their own battles for justice in a system often marred by corruption and indifference. The vigils, the signs, the symbolic gestures all pointed to a larger narrative of hope and resilience. It underscored the importance of a free press, public scrutiny, and the unwavering pursuit of truth. No matter how long or arduous the journey, activists and ordinary citizens alike found renewed vigor in their own struggles, inspired by the outcome of this landmark case. It underscored the importance of a free press, public scrutiny, and the unwavering pursuit of truth, no matter how long or arduous the journey. The role of the media in keeping the story alive, in holding those in power accountable, was crucial in this fight for justice. And the unwavering pursuit of truth, no matter how long or arduous the journey. The tireless efforts of investigative journalists, the meticulous review of case files, and the determination of investigators all played a pivotal role in bringing the truth to light. Justice prevails, but at what cost? The courtroom echoed with the sound of the gavel, a symbol of finality and authority. The judge's voice, firm and resolute, delivered the verdict that many had been waiting for. Yet, as the word guilty resonated through the room, a heavy silence followed, laden with the weight of years of struggle and suffering. While the guilty verdict brought a sense of closure, it also raised uncomfortable questions about the state of our institutions and the human cost of delayed justice. Headlines screamed the news, and people pored over the details, but beneath the surface, there was a growing unease. How had it taken so long? What had been sacrificed along the way? The case exposed the dark underbelly of power, where those sworn to uphold the law are complicit in its subversion. Corruption had seeped into the very fabric of the system, making a mockery of justice. The clandestine deals, the whispered conversations in shadowy corners, all pointed to a rot that was deep and pervasive. The systemic corruption, the casual disregard for human life, and the erosion of trust in those meant to protect us left an indelible stain on the conscience of a nation. People took to the streets, their faces a mix of anger and sorrow, demanding accountability and change. The tear-streaked faces in the crowd were a testament to the collective pain and disillusionment. The case also highlighted the immense toll that such prolonged battles for justice can take on individuals and families. The emotional and psychological strain was evident in the weary faces of those who had fought tirelessly. Family members clung to each other, seeking solace in shared grief and memories of better times. The years of uncertainty, the constant setbacks, and the emotional rollercoaster of hope and despair leave scars that run deep. Each passing day marked by the turning of calendar pages was a reminder of the relentless passage of time and the enduring struggle. The exhaustion etched on faces, the piles of legal documents, all told a story of perseverance against overwhelming odds. Sister Abhaya's family, though finally vindicated, paid a heavy price for their unwavering pursuit of the truth. Their journey was one of heartbreak and resilience, a testament to the human spirit's capacity to endure. As they held her photo, tears flowed freely, a mix of relief and sorrow, knowing that justice, though served, came at a profound personal cost. The unanswered questions. Despite the convictions, some questions remain unanswered. What truly transpired on that fateful night in 1992? Were there others involved in the conspiracy, their roles yet to be fully revealed? The passage of time, the disappearance of evidence, and the reluctance of some to speak openly may forever shroud certain aspects of the case in mystery. Yet the pursuit of justice, like truth itself, has a way of resurfacing, of demanding to be heard. The case of Sister Abhaya serves as a reminder that the fight for justice is never truly over, that the pursuit of truth must continue, even in the face of adversity, for it is in the pursuit itself that we find a measure of peace and healing. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. These words, spoken by Martin Luther King Jr., resonate deeply in the aftermath of the Sister Abhaya case. The wheels of justice may grind slowly, but they do grind. The truth, though suppressed, manipulated and buried, has a way of finding its way to the surface. The human spirit, in its resilience and its unwavering pursuit of what is right, has the power to overcome even the most daunting obstacles. The case of Sister Abhaya serves as a testament to the enduring power of truth, the importance of accountability, and the unwavering belief that justice, though delayed, will ultimately prevail.